Okay, folks. So I did manage to capture just a very quick video zooming in on Venus out there to the southwest, but it was already starting to go below the power lines, and the energy coming off them high-powered lines just distorts everything. Really adds in a lot of extra energy into the line of view. You can see here it was definitely having to focus in through a lot of energy from the power lines. But yeah, that was supposed to be Venus. Kind of looks like a little mini sun, and I don't know. I'll upload this capture here at the end of this like intro video here because I wanted to point out there's the moon, but there's this here. Something kind of flew through. I was zooming in on Saturn, and it was out by the moon, and something flies through really fast. And it would have had to have been up pretty high, much higher than when I typically see airplanes. And it wasn't really, at least in this short, you see it right there, it zips through really fast. That's Saturn right there. But there's an object right there, it just zips through really fast. There it is, right there. You can follow the mouse, the cursor on the mouse there. You can see it zip through really fast. And I don't believe that was an airplane. It would have been up very, very high in the sky. And it almost looks like it's got a little bit of a tail on it. So I'm wondering if it wasn't one of those so-called comets, or I don't know. I know that it was traveling in the opposite direction that all the other lights in the sky were traveling, because Saturn was moving, coming towards us from the east and moving up and over and off towards the west. So that object zipped through, coming in from the southwest, and heading what looked like to be northeast. So I don't know. It was an interesting little object. I'll upload this video here showing it at the end of this little intro once again, because I'm repetitive. And it happens really fast, zips through really, really fast. Just right there. I'm like trying to focus in and zoom in on Saturn and bring Saturn into focus, and it just zips through really fast. So anyway, I'll upload this video, more Saturn, uh, at the end of this little intro here. Just wanted to show that to y'all. Something zipped through the capture of Saturn last night, and a little bit of the mini sun Venus through the power lines. I'm gonna try to keep a watch for it tonight and see if I can't, get a good bite on it, you know, without, having the power lines in the way. So yeah. Anyway, I'm also working on another video I want to reshare, just so that you guys have a heads up too. This one just came over the house. U.S. Marine Corps, a Lockheed Martin C-130J Super Hercules came almost right directly over the house, and it was coming in really low. I tried to get the camera out to get a shot of it, but the sky is just so bright over here in this direction. But you could see it came almost right directly over the house. We're right over here where the park is, right in this area, and it came right directly over the house. And it's heading off to the east. I suspect that it's going to be out there to influence some of the weather that's going on out here. There's another storm that's being influenced once again too. And just in case y'all aren't aware of it, Monkey Werx has been covering this kind of stuff for the last year or so, and I'm really thankful for that, because people like this weren't covering weather warfare and weather manipulation and weather modification a few years ago. And I'm glad to see that they are now. And there's a video here that he put out September 10th. German weather warfare that impacts America. And it's very curious. I'll put a link in the comment section. I'll pin it to this particular video here. And if you aren't familiar with Monkey Werx, check out his channel. He's got a lot of really interesting videos. And it is very curious to see and hear him talk about weather manipulation and showing some of these flights and the intel balloons and different things. And he has his videos kind of broken down into different chapters where you can look up intel balloons in this section here. And it's in this section here where he talks about weather warfare. And he points out some interesting stuff about German weather warfare in Germany and France as well. And I just find that really curious. And I'm going to cover a little bit more. I want to cover this again. I've already done several videos on it. I did like a 4-part series a few years ago sharing this information from this publication of benign weather quantification. Barry B. Coble. There's some interesting connections with this character here that I just want to point out. But check out Monkey Werx channel, and keep a heads up, because they're still out here too, manipulating and altering the atmospheric river. See, there's this atmospheric river that flows in here off of the west coast. Okay, we're down here in Henderson, Nevada, in southern Nevada, and they've been disrupting that atmospheric river for a very long time. And right now they're doing the same thing. They have this out here doing loops once again, just on the other side of the Sierra Nevadas, just on the other side of the valley. And ultimately what they're doing by doing these loops like this, they're drawing in moisture. They're attracting that atmospheric river, and they're getting ready to give us some rain here finally. They're about ready to lift up that heat dome, and we're supposed to be getting more of that cooler weather coming down from the north. And it doesn't surprise me to see them out here doing loops like this, because they've been doing it for a very long time. It's part of a very long-standing, ongoing weather modification program that seeks to alter the atmospheric river and control the atmospheric river over certain regions. And they've been doing it here in Nevada and in Utah for decades. Texas has a very long-standing weather modification program as well. There's several other states as well. So just research it in case you're still one of those people that refuses to believe that they, have the ability to alter and manipulate our atmosphere and the atmospheric rivers and our weather patterns. You just really got to get on board with the truth, because I'm way past that point of having debates with people on whether or not it's happening. And I'm getting real tired of hearing about the conspiracy theory chatter and all of that, and being labeled as conspiracy theorist and all that. If you're talking about this kind of stuff, that shit's got to come to a stop. I'm over it. I'm done having those discussions with people. Now at this point, we need to have serious discussions on how to stop them. Okay? You need to start contacting some of these people that are writing these scientific articles and these climateers and these NOAA scientists. Start sending messages to their freaking emails and letting them know, pointing out to them that we know exactly what you're doing and it needs to stop. You're doing damage and you need to be held accountable. It's going to take more than just a handful of people. And when just that handful of people is still being labeled as conspiracy theorists, who's going to really take it seriously? You know? And we need to start taking it seriously, because there's too many lives already lost. And it's going to continue to wreak havoc and do damage as long as we just sit back and do absolutely nothing about it and refuse to believe that they have the capabilities. Wake the fuck up. Pardon my French. But check out Monkey Werx. There's more to come from my channel, including some more information and an interesting connection to North Carolina I want to point out from this benign weather modification publication. I know I'd already shared it before, but I'm repetitive. If you aren't aware of that, I'm repetitive. Okay? Just saying. Stay safe and mindful. There's more to come today. So keep a watch.
Alright, folks, that's Venus out there to the southwest. Looking really dry. Oh, there's power lines, of course. A lot of energy. Yeah, it's going really bright out there. Any sunlight. Yeah, it's a lot of energy. It's going through the power lines. And then there's Venus to the southwest. And this way. Yeah. The moon. Go this way. Let's see if I can get that focus a little better. There it is. On this side. Oh, there we have Saturn out there. Saturn. Oh, there was something else that just flew through there. I can't see anything with the naked eye, but something just flew through that shot. Let's see if I can get Saturn in focus here. There's some Saturn for you. Huh? Yeah, I don't know. That would have had to have been up there a little ways. Whatever that was that flew through the bottom of the frame. I know I didn't see anything with the naked eyes. before Saturn.